Challenge Naija Season 3.
Thank you for being part of this episode. I want to say special greetings to our viewers that have been following Campus Challenge Season 3. And we're back in this episode for the 5th battle in contests to know who will win the eventual cash reward of about $3,000. Earlier in our various episodes, Ekiti State University qualified into the quarterfinal, University of Ibadan, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, and Federal University of Technology, Akure. Today, in the contest, who will know the next school that will be going into the quarterfinal? On that note, I want to welcome you to Campus Challenge Season 3, Battle 5, and I remain your quizmaster, Babs Michael. Today, we have a battle between two amazing schools, school of great interest. First and foremost, I have the School of First Choice, as they refer to, all the way from the University of Lagos, represented by no other person than our humble Ayomide Adegboro Emmanuel. You're welcome, Ayomide. How are you doing?
Very well.
Are you ready for the battle?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Ayomide is representing the University of Lagos. Also, representing the great Federal University of Technology, Owerri, popularly referred to as FUTO, is Victor Eze Chibuike. We welcome on stage Victor Eze Chibuike to the 5th battle. Ladies and gentlemen, this battle will present eventually the 5th quarterfinalists as the battle continues towards the final. Before we move forward in this contest, we'll take a short break for commercial purpose. I'll see you after this break.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Lemfi.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
You're welcome back. Special recognition to our viewers and our audience that are live with us in this studio, because we are identifying with the best brains in Nigerian higher institution. As we go into the contest today, our rules include: this competition consists of 3 segments. Segment 1 is a general segment that consists of 3 important subjects: English, mathematics, and intelligent quotient questions. The segment 2 is the international relation aspect that consists of current affairs and history. And the segment 3 is the subject choice, where our contestants have the right to choose the subject that they want to answer in the questions. It depends on the department in which they are associated with. And considering all this, every question that is answered correctly is 5 points. And if the contestant cannot answer this question, the question is passed to the fellow contestant, and is advisable that when it is done properly, you have the 2 points in addition to your other score. And if none of them can answer this question is thrown to the audience, our wonderful audience chosen from various universities unit polytechnics in Nigeria. And when they answer these questions correctly, they are also competing towards a special recognition at the end of the battle, where they will be rewarded as the best audience. At this point, it is time for the battle. We start with the general rounds. Question 1 to 7. I'll start with University of Lagos. Question 1 to 7. Your question, University of Lagos.
Question 4.
Question 4. Question 4. This is an IQ question. If 2 is a coupling and 3 is a crowd, what do 4 and 5 make?
4 and 5 make 9.
4 and 5 make 9. Correct for 5 points. It's just an IQ question. You know, they say 2 is coupling, 3 is crowd. What the 4 and 5 means, you might say it is the crowdest. But it's just about the summation of 4 and 5, and that is 9. Correct, 5 points for UNILAG, starting on a good note. Ladies and gentlemen, the next round goes to Federal University of Technology, Owerri. FUTO, your question.
Question 2.
Question 2. Rhombus or rectangle? Which shape always has a right angle?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. Correct for 5 points. The next question to University of Lagos.
Question 5.
Question 5. A triangle that has all 3 sides and all 3 internal angles different is called?
Scaling triangle.
Scaling triangle. Correct for 5 points. University of Lagos. FUTO, the battle is on. Your question.
Question 7.
Question 7. I don't like dash talking to me that way. I don't like dash talking to me that way. A, is. B, him. C, either. And D, neither.
Him.
Him. B. I don't like him talking to me that way. I don't like him talking to me that way. That is actually not correct. Bonus UNILAG.
C, either.
I don't like C either talking to me. That means it can be him or it can be is. That is correct for 2 points, University of Lagos. So you can't say I don't like him, you can say I don't like is. Either is correct. Your question, University of Lagos.
Question 6.
Question 6, which is the final round for you in the general segment. It's about time we dash the truth. A, tell. B, we are telling. C, either. D, neither.
So, neither. D, neither, sorry.
D, final answer.
D, neither.
D, the neither. It's about time we dash the truth. It says neither. That means it's not tell. It's not we're telling. It can be both. So the answer is neither. That's correct for 5 points. Neither. Because when you say is our time, it goes with the past tense. So and none of that is in the option. So it's neither. That's 5 points to University of Lagos once again. Federal University of Technology, Owerri, your question.
Question 1.
Question 1, the final question. What started with E and ends with E, but also has 1 letter in it?
Envelope.
Envelope. Correct for 5 points. That is an IQ question. An IQ question started with E, end with E, but always have 1 letter in it. Some people will say it's if, because it's 1 letter in it, but it's about an envelope, because the letter is an envelope. It starts with E and it ends with E. We've come to the end of the first segment. Before I announce the results, I want to give 1 question to our wonderful audience who are ready to battle for the best audience. Audience, are you ready for me? The question. On standard American computer keyboards, pressing shift and the number 2 result in typing what symbol? Pressing shift and the number 2 result in typing what symbol? Yes, the guy at the back there.
My name is Bandra Kele from University of Lagos. The shift and 2 gives art.
Art, that's right. So when you press the keyboard shift and number 2, it gives you heart. That's correct. We've come to the end of the first segment, the general segment. At the end of the segment, University of Lagos have a total of 17 points. And the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, have the total of 10 points. Campus Challenge will return after this break, where we'll be coming to move the competition with a segment of international relations. Before we come back to there, we'll take this break. I'll see you in 1 minute.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the battle of the titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Len5.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back, our amazing viewers at home and our beautiful audience live with us in this battle. Earlier in the first segment, University of Lagos is in the lead with a total of 17 points, and Federal University of Technology, Owerri, is following with a total of 10 points. Now we move into the second segment of the battle, which is the international relations. At this time, I'm going to be starting with Federal University of Technology, Owerri. You've got questions from 1 to 7. FUTO, your question. Question 7. Question 7. Wimbledon is the only Grand Slam tennis tournament played on what surface? Wimbledon is the only Grand Slam tennis tournament played on what surface? Grass. You guessing? Yeah. You guess. You just get grass. And the grass is greener out there. On that note, correct for 5 points. Even if it's a guess, grass is actually correct for 5 points. So that means you are aware of what tennis is. It can either be on the hard court, on the grass. You have an idea. So that's why it's good to watch sports. Good one. Federal University of University of Lagos, now your question.
Question 6.
Question 6. The Latin for kidnapper is the root of what word that means to steal the words of another person and claim them as your own?
To plug your eyes.
Say it again.
To plug your eyes.
To plug your eyes. Correct for 5 points. Plug your eyes. Beautiful. FUTO, the challenge has been thrown to you. Your question. Question 2. The US recognized the Ivory Coast in 1960 and officially began using what French language version of the country's name in 1986? Côte d'Ivoire. Correct for 5 points. University of Lagos, your question.
Question 4.
Question 4. By area, what is the second largest country in Africa?
Second largest country.
Yes, in Africa.
Congo.
I want a specific name.
Democratic Republic of Congo.
Democratic Republic of Congo. 5 points for University of Lagos. 5 points. I just wanted to give honor to the country by giving us their full name. Not just Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo. That is 5 points. The final question for this round. Question 1, FUTO. The last British colony on the Central American mainland. What country was known as British Honduras until 1973? It is the largest British colony on the Central American mainland. So what country was known as British Honduras until 1973? England. That's a guess, I can say, but that guess is not guessing the right answer for you. Can I ask University of Lagos?
The only country that speaks English in Central America, Belize.
Belize. Correct for 5 points. Amazing. Belize for 5 points. University of Lagos is there. Oh, that's a bonus. So +2. You cannot take 5 points from me. I'll give it 2 because it's a bonus question. So final question, University of Lagos.
Question 3.
Question 3. With the intention of minimizing damage to nature, a philosophy of 7 principles is referred to as LNT, or leave no dash. What does the T represent?
7 principles, leave no trace.
Leave no trace. 5 points for University of Lagos. Amazing. Amazing. This guy is amazing. Wonderful. And I'll give the audience, before I announce their total score. Audience, you've got a question for me. Are you ready for this question? The fastest to answer this question. Completed in 1970 at a cost of $1 billion. The Aswan Eye Dam is located in what country? The first hand is on the last edge there. The Aswan Eye Dam is located in what country?
My name is FUTO, Kwara State University. The answer is Egypt.
Egypt. That is correct. Great job. Our audience are doing wonderful. Our contestants are doing an amazing job. At the end of this battle, this segment, University of Lagos have a total of 17 points. And Federal University of Technology, Owerri, have a total of 10 points. Now we go into the final contest, the final segment to know the overall score and who is proceeding into the quarterfinal. Is it going to be University of Lagos? Is it going to be the Federal University of Technology, Owerri? The subject choice question. This time around, I'll start with FUTO. Your question. FUTO is a science student. Choose question from sciences. University of Lagos is from the art department. So we've got sciences, 3 questions, art, 3 questions. So sciences.
Question 2.
Question 2. A clog is worn on which part of the body? A clog is worn on which part of the body?
Skin.
On the skin. You wear the skin. The skin is not specific enough. Even if you want to make a guess, you make a right guess. So on which part of the body? Bonus to University of Lagos.
On the leg.
On the leg. Specific part of the leg. Foot. Correct for 2 points. It's actually on the leg and specifically on the foot. The leg, but specifically on the foot. UNILAG, your question.
Question 3.
Question 3 on arts. Question 3, arts. What month is named after the Roman goddess who was the wife of Jupiter?
June was named after Juno, the wife of Jupiter.
June, correct for 5 points. University of Lagos. Eating it the way you should eat it. FUTO, not giving up. Your question.
Question 1.
Question 1, FUTO. Science. What is the technical term of the mass of the head thrown out by an earthworm? The technical term of the mass of the head thrown out by an earthworm. No idea. Okay, quickly, bonus to University of Lagos.
No idea, but I'll guess.
No idea, you could guess.
Soil?
Soil, but the term, what is the term we use for soil? It's actually soil, but that's why I asked the technical term.
Sand. No, it's not sand. It's
Sand, soil. I won't give you the bonus, I need a specific answer. Yeah, at the last seat there.
Dr. Anthony from Lagos State University. Debt.
You said what?
Debt.
Debt, that's not correct. Next final one.
Modinot from University of Ilorin, cast.
Cast, that's correct. Beautiful. Special greetings to our audience, ready to answer questions. Your question now, FUTO, your question.
No, you just answer.
UNILAG, your question.
Question 1.
Question 1, Arts Department. What rule proposes that all men are equal before the law?
The rule of law.
The rule of law, correct for 5 points. FUTO, your final question. Question 3, automatically. A human adult has how many wisdom teeth? 8. 8. I wish we have 8 wisdom teeth. The wisdom would have been so great. That is not correct. Bonus to University of Lagos.
Out of the molar, 4.
4. Correct for 2 points. 4. University of Lagos, the final question.
Question 2.
Question 2. In the Nigerian system of government, who makes the laws? A. Executive. B. Judiciary. C. Legislature. And D. Chief Judge.
Legislation.
Legislature, correct for 5 points. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this battle, and it's been amazing between two wonderful schools, the University of Lagos and Federal University of Technology, Owerri. I will be coming back after this short break to announce the results of who goes into the quarterfinals.
Post Challenge Naija Season 3.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Len5.
Post Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back to Battle 5 of the Campus Challenge Season 3. The journey into the battle to win $3,000. With me is Ayomide from University of Lagos and amazing contestant from FUTO, very gentle, is still in contest. Victor Eze, how has been the contest for you?
Fine.
It's been fine. I love that. The competition is not to make anyone feel bad, it's to get the best out of you. And at the end of this battle, Federal University of Technology, Owerri, have a total of 20 points. Amazing. And University of Lagos have a total of 53 points. With these results, University of Lagos will be joining Ekiti State University, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, University of Ibadan, and Federal University of Technology, Akure in the quarterfinals. The journey for the contest ends here for Federal University of Technology, Owerri, but the journey to be great in life is not ending. The contest to be successful is always on. On that note, I want to say congratulations to our contestants. I want to say thank you to all our viewers, our audience that makes this episode a great one. On this note, I'm going to end this episode. I'll see you in the next episode. I remain your quiz master, Babs Michael.